know that every year nearly 100 babies are born in the U.S. with a congenital heart defect? It is definitely something scary for parents out there, but at Ochsner, doctors are here to help. Joining us now is Dr. Thomas Young, a senior physician at Ochsner, and Dr. Young, both children and adults come to you to get this treated. Tell us a little bit more about congenital heart defects.
Sure. Congenital heart defects specifically are heart problems you're born with. It's due to a problem with development of the heart inside of the baby while developing in mom. Usually we diagnose this in kids, but every once in a while we'll find an adult who was born with congenital heart disease, didn't know about it until they had entered into adulthood.
Unbelievable. And as you can see right here, there are some different types. Tell us a few about the different types that you see.
Well, there are a lot of different types, and to name them would take all day. But in general, we're talking holes between the chambers of the heart, like atrial septal defects and ventricular septal defects, problems with the heart valves, like aortic or pulmonary valve stenosis, problems with blood vessels entering into or leaving the heart, like coarctation of the aorta. A lot of our kids are born with more than one type of congenital heart disease, and sometimes it's so bad that one of the chambers of the heart may be completely missing.
Is this something that is diagnosed while the woman is with child, or is this something that you all cannot find until the woman has the baby?
More and more we are diagnosing these severe forms of heart disease in utero. So the obstetrician notices a problem with the baby. They refer to one of our fetal cardiologists who confirms the diagnosis, and it's great because then we can come up with a plan months before the baby's even born.
Which is very important. For people out there who are wondering, what are some of the signs and symptoms if a baby has a congenital heart defect?
Sure. Sometimes it's just a physical exam sign. So the pediatrician may hear a heart murmur, and I'm always careful to say this because heart murmurs are incredibly common.
They are.
Most kids with heart murmurs do not have a heart problem, but some do. Sometimes children may look blue or cyanotic from low oxygen levels. Sometimes the kids look fine, but they have symptoms from their heart disease. They may sweat a lot when they eat. They may breathe very fast. They may not grow well.
Is this something that people need to try and find very early? Like, say I have my child and I don't know they have a congenital heart defect. What is the time frame to know when to get them checked?
Sure. I think we obviously want to know as soon as possible because sometimes if the diagnosis is late, there may be damage that occurs that is not reversible. So knowing soon is certainly better than finding out later. But even in our adult patients who've escaped detection for years and years, learning about that disease and treating it can really prolong life and improve quality of life.
What is it that makes the people who don't find it till they're an adult that they have this defect? Is it because they think it's just a common symptom that they're feeling?
Sure. So, the really severe congenital heart defects, we're going to know about that early when they're babies. But some of the milder forms, like holes in the heart and those kind of things, you may have symptoms of asthma or poor exercise tolerance, and someone may just chalk that up to I'm out of shape or I have asthma, and the reality is you've had this congenital heart disease all along.
If I'm an adult now who's living with a congenital heart defect, what is some advice you have for people who are living with the condition?
Well, absolutely. The wonderful thing about congenital heart disease is these children who were born with what was a lethal disorder, the vast majority of them now with our current science, they're going to live to be adults. They're going to get jobs, start families.
Right.
But what we do understand is there's a lot of problems that can develop in these patients as adults. And it is really important that they continue to be monitored forever.
Absolutely.
Lifelong care is necessary. It is so easy to get lost to follow-up when you go from being a kid and mom's yelling at you to go to the doctor to being an adult and suddenly you've got a job and all these other things to think about. But we know that our patients who are lost to follow-up have worse outcomes. So it is really important that you see someone who specializes in adult congenital heart disease.
Absolutely. Get that physical. Come on, people. Now, the good news is Ochsner has been open for decades, really great hospital, and you all have some fun fundraisers coming up. Tell us a little bit about those.
Oh, absolutely. So we have coming up on March 6th, which is a Friday, we have our Red Tie Affair, which is presented by Gallagher, and this is at the Riverboat Louis Armstrong. And we are so excited about this. Great band, great food, lot of fun stuff. You'll love it. And this is to support the John Ochsner Heart and Vascular Institute. So innovative work in adult cardiology care, including our adult congenital heart disease
Which
patients.
is very important. And then on top of that, you have another event?
Yeah, we're really excited because this is new. It's our first ever Imagination Gala.
Ooh.
And this is going to be on Friday, May the 8th at Mardi Gras World. Once again, awesome food, awesome band, ton of fun. And specifically, this is to support the Ochsner Hospital for Children.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, again, helping the people in the community that we all live in. That is what these events are about. Doctor, I have really enjoyed our conversation. He is a doctor, my friends. Here's the good news. If you want more information about the Red Tie Affair, I have some more information for you. It's presented by Gallagher, and it's Friday, March 6th on the Riverboat Louis Armstrong. Tickets start at $75. For more information, log on to ochsner.org/Red Tie Affair. And the inaugural Imagination Gala presented by Winn-Dixie is coming up on Friday, May 8th at Mardi Gras World. How fun. Those tickets also start at $75. To get your tickets, log on to ochsner.org/Imagination Gala.